Hello, we are Team Prokaidiotas and we are going to introduce you the topic of how climate change affects Nuevo León.
In this report, we will look at the concept of climate change and analyze how it affects our region. We will focus on a single consequence, which is water scarcity, and we will propose a solution. First of all, what is climate change and how it is affecting Nuevo León? Climate change refers to long-term changes in temperatures and weather patterns. These changes can be natural, for example, through variation in the solar system, but since 19th centuries, human activities have been the main driver of climate change, mainly due to the burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and gas. The most important consequence of climate change is the global increase in temperature and how it is affecting various animal species all over the earth. The health in humans and the rapid rise of sea level. Every year, hundreds of species are diminishing due to the global temperature increase. Other consequences are intense droughts, water scarcity, severe fires, melting polar ice, catastrophic storms, and declining biodiversity. Here you can see some images of it.
Climate change is hitting the area hard. Both mean and extreme heat is increased with an estimated mean temperature increase of 1.5 centuries. Mexico and Central America will expect worse droughts in coming years, according to UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. The increase in temperature reduces the availability of water, since its increased evaporation mainly in the atoms reduces the humidity of the soils and of the vegetation, and increases the risks of forest fires that affect the infiltration of water in the forest. Between 2000 and 2013, water consumption grew 45%, while supply grew only 12%. Absurdly, the most likely possibility of the states to quickly emerge from the water crisis will be to have a new disaster, such as hurricane or a constant downpours. Several experts have said that they don't think that the solution is an hurricane water to arrive, but maybe that could work.
Now we're gonna talk about the problem statement that is identify which is the main human activity that causes water scarcity in Nuevo León. The hypothesis says that the use of vehicles that emit CO2 is the main human activity that affects the scarcity of Nuevo León. Carbon dioxide is a gas resulting from the combustion of fossil fuels, that is a gasoline and diesel. These gases are commonly found in the car exhaust. So, the increase of emissions in Nuevo León from 1990 to 2005 is mainly related to the consumption of electricity. Transportation activities in the industrial process section in 2019, and people use a lot of public transportation. Transportation as their main form of transportation in Nuevo León. The state has almost 3 million registered motor vehicles in circulation, that of which some 2.2 millions are cars. While in public transportation, you barely reach a lot of amount of trucks. Carbon dioxide really increases the retention of heat in the atmosphere, and as a consequence lead the global overheating. This global warming has consequences for the global climate and for life across the planet. Due to the increases in carbon dioxide gases generated by vehicles in the city. They generate an increase in the temperatures that evaporates the water from the planet, which causes the climate change to change, and the water resources also change. The phases of the water cycle, like evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection, are accelerated by rising temperatures causing water scarcity in the city.
Increase in global temperature. The increase in global temperature alters the behavior of the ocean in water cycles. In the past decade, more than 90% of minor natural disasters have been caused by floods, storms, heat, waves, droughts, and other weather events, according to the United Nations Office of Disaster Risk Reduction. Our plan to implement in the city in order to help with this CO2 problem is to propose to the government to give priority and incentives to the car industry to introduce more hybrid cars to already reduce the number of cars that work with combustion. This will help reduce a high range of emission in the state. Another solution is to improve public transportation to ecological units powered by clean energy, as well as implementing wind or solar energy as the main production of electricity for the state in order to gradually reduce the energy created by fossil fuels until it's completely changed by clean energy.
Sustainable actions help make you reduce your carbon footprint and the amount of toxin released into the environment, making it safe. When we focus on sustainability, the whole world benefits. It can live in a cleaner, healthier, and living conditions.
It can be said that sustainable development brings our stability in the requirements of the environment. It makes the resources available for the use of future generations. Sustainable development is amazing. It's an amazing way to conserve the resources provided by nature. Sustainable actions help make a real difference in society. Being committed to sustainability will reduce your carbon footprint and the amount of toxins released into the environment, making it safe when focused on the sustainability. The entire world benefits and gets to live in a cleaner and more healthy living conditions. This is the end of our presentation. Thanks for your attention.